video on assault against Indonesian fans did not happen at Bukit Jalil Stadium. Nearly half of Kampong Baru landowners agreed to new offer. You're watching the evening edition of News on 2. I'm Adrian Seat. Preliminary investigations by the police and the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission, or MCMC, on a viral video showing Malaysians allegedly beating Indonesian football fans was not captured at the Bukit Jalil National Stadium after the recent match between Malaysia and Indonesia. Bukit Aman Criminal Investigation Department Director Datuk Huzair Mohamad in a statement said a report had been lodged for the police to investigate the authenticity of the video. He also said investigations were being conducted under Section 500 of the Penal Code and Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act 1998. According to Datuk Huzair, the video was viral, believed with the intent to tarnish Malaysia's reputation and undermine the good relations between Malaysia and Indonesia. He said the video was also viral with an agenda to endanger the safety of Malaysians in Indonesia. He advised the public against spreading the video as it could provoke both Malaysians and Indonesians. Yesterday, the Youth and Sports Minister had lodged a police report to investigate the authenticity of the video. Kelantan Police viewed seriously the cases of schoolyard fights amongst school students that has been increasing recently in the state. Kelantan Police Chief Dato' Hasanuddin Hassan said the group should not be acting aggressively as it only causes trouble to themselves and the community. According to Dato' Hasanuddin, 36 arrests were made and 15 separate cases involving schoolyard fights in Kelantan between January to October of this year.
Bagi saya itu merupakan satu sikap yang tidak sepatutnya lah dilakukan oleh anak-anak sekolah. Walaupun benda ini berlaku di peringkat kanak-kanak, tetapi mereka ni akan membesar. Satu hari nanti akan jadi orang dewasa. So, sebelum benda ni berlarutan, kita ambil daripada awal lah.
Dato' Hasanuddin was commenting on the two recent cases of brawling between students from Pasir Puteh and Kota Baru that went viral on social media. Last Thursday, a Form 2 student at the religious school in Pasir Puteh were allegedly bullied by his classmate. In the other case, police were probing a 13-second video clip that showed several students throwing and kicking plastic chairs in a classroom after the end of school session. The cases are being investigated under Section 427 of the Penal Code for committing mischief and causing damage to public property. Earlier, Dato' Hasanuddin officiated the Orange Run at the Kelantan Police Contingent Headquarters in Kota Baru. The Chinese embassy in Malaysia is giving their full cooperation to the Immigration Department to investigate 680 China citizens allegedly involved in online scam syndicates. Now, China's ambassador to Malaysia, Bai Tian, said he wants severe action to be taken against those who are found to be guilty of the crime.
We are in full support of this operation because our policy is that we are opposed to any Chinese citizens conducting crimes abroad, no matter anywhere in the world. We think they should be punished by the laws, maybe by the domestic laws of Malaysia.
He said this to the media after attending the Bicara Duta event in conjunction with the 45th anniversary of Malaysia-China diplomatic relationships in Kuala Lumpur. Bai Tian also confirmed that so far, none of the suspects' family members have come forward to assist in police investigations. Last Wednesday, the Immigration Department crippled an online scam syndicate that has been active in Cyberjaya for the last 6 months. The suspects are now under remand by the authorities. Security forces need to ensure the highest level of security in Malaysians' territorial waters, especially at the Eastern Sabah Security Zone or S Zone. Bukit Aman Internal Security and Public Order Department Director Dato' Sri Khairil Sani Abdullah Sani said every security personnel must always be on high alert to avoid any cross-border crimes such as kidnapping in the area. Dato Sri Akril Sani said the police were paying serious attention to the several criminal activities in the state that remained widespread, including smuggling, illegal immigration and fish bombing activities.
Ini mustahak kerana seperti mana yang kita semua sudah maklum bahawa di sepanjang pantai timur Sabah ini kita masih lagi menghadapi beberapa ancaman yang bukannya ancaman yang kita kata yang dibuat-buat, ia ancaman yang sebenar. Ya, ia hanya kita tidak boleh leka.
Dato Sri Akril Sani was met after visiting the Baluran 20th Battalion General Operations Force or GOF headquarters in Sanakan, Sabah. He also said that the police would forward to the government its proposal to further improve the infrastructure and equipment provided to its personnel on duty. He also emphasized that it was important to increase the number of GOF personnel in Sabah to ensure smooth handling of enforcement activities in the state. He added that improvements were needed to dilapidate guard posts and jetties, especially in islands where PGA personnel are stationed. The Malaysian Armed Forces Joint Task Force 2 or ATB2 today detained 10 men from the Tawi-Tawi Islands in the Philippines during their attempt to smuggle out fuel near Denawan waters. ATB2 Commander Brigadier General Johari Muhammad Jaafar said the men aged between 20 and 45 were detained at 10:43 a.m. without identification papers after the task force spotted a boat speeding from Tawi-Tawi Islands towards Tawau. Now, Brigadier General Johari, in a statement, said as soon as the boat entered Sabah waters, ATB's Rapid Action Force, or PAC, was sent out to intercept the boat. He said initial inspection on the boat found a homemade pistol along with 9 bullets and 300 empty fuel drums. The suspects were arrested and handed over to the police for further action, while the firearms were seized. The 20th Battalion of the Baluran General Operation Force, or PGA, has detained 2 men for having 60.16 grams of shabu, worth 4,000 ringgit, and a homemade bakakuk firearm in their possession in Operasi Khazanah Khas in Baluran, Sabah early this morning. Its commanding officer, ACP Muhammad Nasaruddin M. Nasir, said the 2 men, namely a local in his 30s and an illegal believed to be a Filipino in his 20s, were detained in Kampung Melayu Bakau at about 1:30 a.m. today. In a statement, ACP Muhammad Nasaruddin said the drugs were found in 85 small plastic packets packed in aluminium foil. Also seized were a digital scale, 4 aluminium foils, a parang and cash in rupiah, yuan, pesos, New Zealand dollars and Hong Kong dollars, as well as a motorcycle allegedly belonging to another man who was believed to have escaped during the raid. ACP Muhammad Nasaruddin said the men and the seized items were taken to the Sanakan District Police Headquarters for investigations under Section 8 of the Firearms Act 1960, Section 6, Subsection 1, Subsection C of the Immigrations Act 1959-1963 and Section 39B of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952. A fire broke out at the lower level of Wisma Majlis Agama Islam Wilayah Persekutuan building at Chow Kit Road early this morning. The Kuala Lumpur Fire and Rescue Operational Centre spokesperson said the department received a distress call at 1:27 a.m. before dispatching a response team to the scene. Now, 3 fire engines from the Titiwangsa, Hang Tuah and Sentul fire stations, along with 33 firemen, were dispatched to the scene. Upon arrival at the scene, 6 minutes later, firefighters faced a rapidly spreading fire at the ground floor of the building. The spokesman said the fire was brought under control at 2:02 a.m. and the cause of the fire was still under investigation. He explained that the fire only several furniture were damaged in the incident and there were no casualties. The government has received a positive feedback over its final offer to buy land in Kampung Baru. Federal Territories Minister Khalid Abdul Samad said 40% of the landowners had given a positive response and agreed with the redevelopment plan. Speaking to reporters after the launch of the 2019 Kelantan Amanah Convention in Kota Baru, Khalid said thus far the only constraint in the buying process was the issue of joint land ownership.
Hanya masalah dia pasal tanah tu satu lot ada 40 nama, ada 10 nama, ada. So sekali-kala yang satu lot tu yang setuju 20, 5 lagi tak setuju. So ni masalah-masalah yang kita kena hadapi, tapi insya-Allah saya memang komited kepada pembangunan ini kerana ianya akan menghasilkan orang jutawan Melayu.
On the 24th of October, the government offered to buy land in Kampung Baru at the rate of 1,000 ringgit per square foot as compensation to landowners and heirs in return for the redevelopment of the area. 150 ringgit per square foot of the purchase price will be paid in the form of stakes in a special purpose vehicle or SPV. For the remaining amount, for 850 ringgit per square foot, the landowners will be given a choice to be paid in cash or in terms of completed property, a combination of cash and completed units and shares in the SPV as stipulated in the offer options during a town hall session on the 21st of September this year. The number of breast cancer cases in the country are at an alarming rate, and it has been deemed as the #1 killer of Malaysian women. Health Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad said the 2007 to 2011 National Cancer Registry report revealed that 31.1 per every 100,000 women are affected by breast cancer. Datuk Seri Dr. Zulkifli said 43% of them only discover they have breast cancer at later stages, namely stage 3 and 4.
Dan andainya kalau mereka datang untuk melakukan saringan dan screening mamografi ini, mereka akan dapat dikesan awal dan rawatan pun kemungkinan ataupun potensi untuk dirawat dan sembuh itu adalah jauh lebih tinggi. Ya, itulah antara sebabnya mengapa sangat mustahak untuk wanita mengambil kesempatan ini untuk melalui ujian ataupun saringan mamografi ini.
Datuk Seri Dr. Zulkifli also said that the ministry has allocated 216.9 million ringgit for the cancer treatment next year. He was met after launching the third phase of Ethika's free mammogram program in collaboration with the National Cancer Society of Malaysia in Kuala Lumpur. The program, which has been conducted in several selected hospitals with the allocation of 2 million ringgit, would provide 6,000 free mammograms to underprivileged women in the bottom 40% income group and those aged 40 and above. The Kedah State Government is maintaining its legal minimum age for marriage, which is 18 for boys and 16 for girls. State Women Development, Community Welfare and Poverty Eradication Committee Chairman Halimatun Saadiah Saad said the decision was made after reviewing all provisions under the Child Act and the state enactment. Halimatun said the state is ready to increase the minimum marriageable age to 18 for girls if there was a need for it in the future.
Alasan kita menolak ni sebab kita ada hak penjagaan kanak-kanak tu di bawah JKM, akta JKM tu kan, betul kita terpaksa sebab anak-kanak di bawah umur 18 dia ada di bawah ada akta perlindungan kanak-kanak daripada JKM tu. Boleh kahwin tapi dengan boleh dapat ke restu dan juga surat apa itu panggil dapat kelulusan.
She also said any amendment to the enactment would take a long period and must have the consent from the Sultan of Kedah as the head of state. Halimatun was met after the Orange Run in conjunction with the 2019 Elimination of Violence Against Women's Day in Alor Star. Deputy Prime Minister on Wednesday said 7 states, including Kedah, had disagreed to the federal government's proposal to increase the minimum marriageable age to 18. And thus far, only Selangor, Sabah, Pulau Pinang, Johor, Malacca and Perak had agreed to increase the minimum marriage age from 16 to 18. Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia or Bersatu Deputy President Datuk Seri Mukhris Tun Dr. Mahathir said he is satisfied with the performance of ministers and deputy ministers from Bersatu, although they have only been holding the ministerial positions for 1 year and 8 months. Speaking to reporters after officiating the opening of Jerlun Education, Career and Entrepreneurial Carnival, Datuk Seri Mukhris, however, admitted that cabinet members need more time to adapt to their portfolios, adding that they have been helping each other by sharing their views in all matters.
Ya, saya berpuas hati dengan menteri-menteri daripada Bersatu dan timbalan-timbalan menteri kerana kita saling bantu-membantu. Ya, kita ada WhatsApp group di mana kalau pun ada sebarang perkara yang berbangkit, jadi kita saling-saling berkongsi pandangan. Jadi itu caranya lah untuk meningkatkan prestasi kerja kita.
Our Prime Minister, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, took the opportunity over the weekend today to take his wife, Tun Dr. Siti Hasmah Mohamad Ali, out on a date around Kuala Lumpur. Although several photographs that were uploaded on the @ChedDate official Instagram account, the 94-year-old national leader was seen driving a Proton car himself to the federal capital with his wife. The romantic couple also spent time to have a bite at a cafe believed to be in Jalan Bukit Bintang. Now, so far, the posting containing 3 photographs and 1 video had received more than 55,000 likes and 2,000 comments from netizens. The posting also drew the attention of national #1 singer Datuk Sri Siti Nurhaliza, who gave a comment in the form of love. In addition, netizens generally were impressed by the strong message of love that Tun Dr. Mahathir and Tun Dr. Siti Hasmah had for each other and prayed for the couple's prosperity and health. And with that, we conclude this evening's edition of News On 2. In our top story, video on assault against Indonesian fans did not happen at Bukit Jalil Stadium. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more news updates. I'm Adrian Seat. Thanks for watching.